Hello, everybody. Hope you had a great Christmas. Unfortunately, due to the holiday, we did not have a new taping this week, but you are in luck. I have bonus footage from last week's podcast. Fortunately, we had so much fun talking. We just blabbed and blabbed and blabbed. It had so many great tangents that I couldn't include them all into last week's episode, so I just whipped it up into a fun bonus episode for this week. So I hope you enjoy it. We will be back to our regular schedule next Wednesday with new guests. I will see you guys then.
I just picked up some gummies last night.
Do you have like a dose that's good for you? Like I have a certain amount of dose that like I can't go under because I don't really feel anything, but like too much. And I mean, the floor is talking to me and telling me to faint. Like what's your thing?
I don't think I have a dose. Like I just take
have a limit, as many as possible.
That sounds fucked up. But I just take shit and then whatever happens.
Dude, you're like, surprise me. That's very brave. That is a very brave.
Like I mean, I know where I'm going. I know when I'm like too far gone. I'm like, all right, well, I need to stop right here, but I don't know what that right here is.
You haven't
hit that yet.
That's right. I'm not there yet. So I don't know what that measurement of that is.
I just call it living in the moment,
You all may appreciate this, but earlier this week was my mom's like 77th birthday. And so I was like taking her out and was like, what do you want to do after lunch? And she was like, I really want to go get weed gummies. So I took my mom to her first.
Shout out to mom.
Just to go get, and it was really funny. It was really because also like I don't do gummies or really much of it. I'm pretty lame just in general. But in her mind, since I've been on comedy shows at dispensaries, she's like, well, you probably know the people I should ask. You probably so, and I did. Like we took her to a good one. Like it was fine.
So were you there when she took it?
Well, no, she was like, I just want something to help me sleep. So, but in the same outing, we went out to eat, and then I was like, well, what do you want to do now? She's like, I want to go to the liquor store because I can buy a lot because you can carry it for me. So we bought her tons of wine, and then we went to the CBD place, got her tons of gummies. And so then that night at an open mic, I was just telling the comedians, like, well, however much fun we're having right now, my mom at home with her wine and weed gummies is having way more fun.
Rob, you seem like a big Taylor Swift fan. That's no?
No.
Like you were like younger. Did you have a craze? Like, was there anything that you were ever like obsessed with as passionately as some of these people?
I'm not a Taylor Swift fan, but I am a huge Michael Jackson fan though. I get into arguments with people about shit about it because I actually do my research about the guy, so I just don't be spitting off random shit that people heard. Actually, my first concert was the Michael Jackson Bad concert in 1988. Ooh. I was 5 years old.
Oh,
I was like 5 or 6. Yeah.
Oh, that is so bragworthy.
That is so cool.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, I still got the ticket stub.
Oh
yeah, I found it. Wow. I found the ticket stub at my grandmother's house because my grandfather, my mom, and my uncle, they took me as an early birthday present. I was 6 years old. I went saw Bad at the It was the Rosemont Horizon in Chicago.
Wow. So do you remember the concert? I mean, being so young, is it like, do you actually remember?
I'm 40 now, so now it's more like flashes. So like I remember key parts of the concert. Like I remember the Thriller version he did, which was dope. I remember him moving fucking really fast across the stage, like dancing quick as shit, doing a bunch of spins. It was like lights, lasers and shit. It was smoke, lights, lasers, loud music. And I remember like dancing in the aisle, and it's one part on Dirty Diana when he gets to the breakdown. He does this real fast spin, and when he falls down to his knees, the arena goes black and the lights fall down on him.
Ooh.
And that's all I remember of the concert.
Wow. Oh, that's good.
So
I'm
that's-
just thinking about like the modern concert experience. Like you see like Taylor Swift, you see like Beyonce, you see these
Yeah.
people that like, you know, the stage and the orchestration of everything is just as much of a spectacle as the performer itself. That all started with Michael Jackson. I did watch Leaving Neverland and it did, you know, it really did affect me watching all of that stuff. And, you know, that gives me pause. And you know, we're not here to debate that. I'm not here to convince you of anything. But like for me, watching that, it did affect like me being able to listen to some of his music. But at the same time, I'm able to look at what he did, and I mean, obviously, undeniable. This one of a kind man in all of humanity. Like, I mean, no one's ever done what he did and never did before. So, I mean, that's you have to acknowledge that. You can't just be like,
man.
He doesn't exist as a performer. Like, because his influences are felt today. You know, he changed so much. Okay, question. What were your guys' like first concert? Mine was, my parents were super into classical music. So, I mean, I went to like so many like classical concerts or whatever. So not counting that, my first like rock, pop, whatever, like modern day music, mine was Fall Out Boy, which was a very good concert.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, that was
That
so
was probably
cool.
dope.
What about you guys?
Mine was I wish I had like, I mean, although I guess for some people this would be an awesome first concert, but it wasn't. Me and my brother snuck into a Spice Girls concert, and that was my first concert
That
I've
is
ever been in.
dope.
He was supposed to take care of me for the day.
That has got to be the
And-
most 90s shit I've ever heard. That is fucking awesome.
You know
That's
what, Drew?
awesome as shit.
Of
That's
course, Drew. You're gonna go sneak into a concert without their consent. That's such a man thing to do. I'm just kidding.
that's Drew.
Yeah.
Hey Drew,
Yeah,
Drew, that's dope as fuck, Drew.
It is.
Yeah.
Fucking
I don't even
Spice
think it was that
Girls
difficult.
concert.
We just walked in. We were on a beach trip in Florida. We were at Vero Beach, and like my parents were, I don't know what they were doing, but they were just like, they told my older brother, okay, take care of him, you know, make sure he stays alive. He's like, all right, let's go. We're gonna go exploring, and we just found ourselves at a Spice Girls concert.
The fact that y'all was able to just walk into the Spice Girl concert is epic.
Yeah, right.
That
Like,
shit's
who?
dope as fuck.
100%. Rob,
Yeah.
I thought you were a Spice Girls fan. That's pretty awesome.
I got 3 younger sisters, so they were huge Spice Girl fans and shit. I'm
So-
the
Oh,
oldest.
sure, they were huge.
Yeah, they were. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Yeah, I was kidding.
My favorite was I was a tomboy, so I related to Sporty Spice, but everybody loved Baby Spice. I was we all were a certain Spice Girl, and yeah, no one wanted to be Sporty Spice because like she's a lesbian, but I'm like, but she's so cool. But like, did you guys have a favorite Spice Girl?
At the time when I saw them, I didn't really know much about them other than they were like taking the world by storm. But like, I feel like now, like the one who comes, you see a lot in news and says like really cool things is like Scary Spice. Like she seems like to be the one that'd be pretty cool.
I agree.
And she's not super scary. She's actually pretty hot. So
That name.
Yeah, and she got a baby by Eddie Murphy, so that's dope.
I didn't know that, but that's awesome.
Yeah,
she got a baby by Eddie Murphy, so.
Yeah, she's got that retirement plan right there. That 401k Eddie Murphy baby.
Yeah.
But dude, she's actually, no, I agree with you 100%. I'm surprised you didn't say Posh Spice, because I totally agree with you, Drew. And I always thought there was a huge injustice for Scary Spice to be named Scary Spice. Well, it's like the Power Rangers. Like the Black Ranger was the black guy. The Yellow Ranger was the Asian woman.
Asian.
To take a deeper dive, because I was a Power Ranger fan, not only did they make the black guy, the Black Ranger, his fighting style was hip hop keto.
Yeah.
I thought that was the most racist shit ever, boy. That is so fucking funny. That has got to be the most hilarious shit ever.
Keith, what about you? What was your first concert?
I had the pleasure of being raised Christian, so I saw some Christian stuff. Very uneventful, looking back on it now. I was obsessed secretly with Britney Spears, though. Yeah, it's weird having to explain to your parents why you have half-naked Britney Spears posters in your bedroom.
I feel like that should be self-evident. You're a young
You
boy.
know.
I was gonna say
Everybody
I mean, your dad would be like, I get it.
Exactly.
Yeah, he stayed out of that situation. He knew.
I was like, what is the appeal?
Yeah, I had them high up too. I was on the top bunk in my bedroom, so got to be able to see that from the bedroom, from the bed. No, my first real big concert, I guess, was like Newsboys, because Christian, woo. But yeah, I've been to a lot of other music festivals and done a lot of other evil, sinful things since. So I'm not. I'm not repping anything these days. Just some tattoos of Jesus,
Nice.
But Drew wants to know if you go to Chick-fil-A. That's very important for a practice.
Yeah.
I
Or
try.
if you define your faith by it. Yeah.
I don't like busy places, and it's always busy. And I just drive by busy places when I see that they're busy. I just don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fuck with that holiday shake.
Shake.
That is a good shake.
Yeah, I fuck with the holiday shake from Chick-fil-A. That's about it. Like, I don't eat Chick-fil-A on a regular because I didn't mean to cut you off, Keith. My bad.
No, you're good. I didn't know there was a holiday shake. I don't know.
I have to say, I do find it interesting that this Christian place calls it a holiday shake and not a Christmas shake.
Oh,
It's a Christmas
yeah.
shake, whatever.
You're right
Yeah,
about
I
that.
fuck with the Christmas shake, bro.
I feel like I used to eat it a lot more when there weren't the constant lines all the time. Like one of the I used to be a youth pastor, and like one of the churches I worked at was like next to a shopping center, and Chick-fil-A was a pretty close spot, a walking distance. But I feel like this was like 10 years ago, and I don't remember it being as crowded as it was, because I went frequently, but then people started to like be like, well, you're only a good Christian if you go to Chick-fil-A. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna not define my faith by the chicken I eat.
Gotta
Then
love religion.
Popeyes came like, yeah, we got a chicken sandwich too, bitches.
I like
Let's start a
Popeyes.
riot.
You know what though? I have to say that when it comes to quality, I can see how some people are excited by Chick-fil-A. And what's the other one? Raising Cane's. That's another one that's come up. If anybody knows what that is, it's another chicken.
I don't know. We don't have a lot of those down here. But I feel like I've been before. They're good.
But I think it goes back. I think it goes back to the phenomenon of people like to be a part of an event. It's like like during like the summer was people dressing up for Barbie, the Oppenheimer type thing.
Yep.
People like to be a part of things. They really do. And Chick-fil-A standing in line isn't just to get a sandwich. It's a social experience. And I lived in New York for a while, and there was a Chick-fil-A, and during lunchtime, like there would be lines around the block for Chick-fil-A. And I remember looking at those people initially being like, that's so freaking stupid. Like, I'm not going to wait in a line for food. I'm not like a reservation and come when I'm supposed to come. Like, I'm not going to do that. There's very few foods that I would ever do that for, certainly not a fast food.
Right.
So I looked at it very, derisively. But then I looked at it and I was like, well, this is New York City, and this is a very Christian based thing. And, there's not a lot of people who openly do that. So for these people in line, it wasn't just chicken. It was like finding people like themselves in a place where there weren't a lot of Christians. And I mean, I'm not a religious person, but I was raised religious, and I respect anybody that believes anything that makes them a better person. So if those people in line were finding something that made them find other people who were like them and made them feel more at home and feel like safe, and they had friends who got them, that understood them. Like I looked at that and I was like, I think that's a pretty awesome thing. I don't have a problem with it anymore. I try to look at it from their perspective.
Yeah, that's a good way. That's how
a good church indoctrinates with food too. So
yeah.
10 out of 10. It works every time. It works every time.
Yeah, absolutely, man. My grandparents
like
at the good old Baptist church after Sunday after service, all them old black women cooking up greens and macaroni and cheese. And,
Baptist funerals is where the best food is.
for real.
Drew, is that where
Oh.
you're headed right now? Are you on like a funeral tour of the South?
Like, man, I'm sorry.
I'm
I'm
just
sorry,
going
Uncle
from
Charles.
Baptist church to Baptist church.
Man, hey, he not lying though. Like, man, I'm sorry, Uncle Charles died, but these ribs is the shit.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I hate how true that is.